everybody, how are we doing? Hope you're okay on this fine Saturday afternoon here in the UK. It's good to be back. I've been off the sim for I think it was the 16th the last time I was on, so it kind of all fell into place to have a week off because I didn't really like the track that the iR-04 is on this week, Tsukuba. It's a little farty thing, and my anticipation was that it would just be a wreck fest, and that seems like it has been. The alternative was it the USF 2000 or the F3? Yeah, it wasn't. No, the USF 2000 was at the Red Bull Ring. Well, not the full Grand Prix Red Bull Ring, it was at the national layout, which is pretty much just like Scuba. It's literally just a circle. So again, that was not necessarily going to be a wreck fest, but not really very interesting. And the interesting one, I think, was the F3. I can't remember what... the Formula Renault 2.0. That was at Circuit of Americas, which is obviously where the Grand Prix is this week. So that was really interesting, but for some reason the participation in that series is really low, so I don't quite get it, to be honest. So basically there's only one split, and the field is just where I would fit in with like a 207, 208. There might be one other guy close to me, but some of the races, basically you had a bunch of guys doing 2 minutes 4 seconds, and then maybe one guy doing like 208, and then a load of other guys doing 209s, 2014s and stuff. So again, it wasn't very appealing because the actual racing itself, you're just going to be on your own kind of thing. So we probably will jump on there, and maybe Tsukuba later on today, just to at least do one race this week. But the problem was that I've had pain in my knee, and I think I worked it out. I don't know if you've noticed on the stream, but my accelerator, my right foot on the accelerator has been twisting out, and I think that's what's caused the pain in my knee, because it has got better. It's still not 100%, but it has got better this week. And my left knee, which is the braking knee, which is usually the one people complain about, is absolutely fine. So I think the fact that it's got better over the week with me resting it, and so now I'm going to focus on keeping that leg absolutely straight. It's a bit awkward actually. I need to make sure I'm keeping it straight to just relieve the pain there, because the last thing I want is to not be able to race, because that's why, all those things considered, I just thought, right, I just won't race this week because I've got my 4090 brand new PC coming. I don't know if you can see in the corner of the webcam, there might be, you can just see maybe a brown box. That's my monitor. I've got a Samsung Odyssey G5, so I've got a gaming monitor. So basically my computer that I use, it was never really bought for gaming. It just happened to have a graphics card in it, a 2060 Super, but I didn't buy it with the intention of ever playing any games on it. It just, the way it transpired with me falling into sim racing. So basically what I'm going to have is a completely separate gaming setup. So I'm going to have a dedicated gaming PC that I just use for playing like iRacing, and then we can also start to expand, because it's a 4090 in VR. We'll have the power to play Assetto Corsa, Dirt Rally, all these other games that I've bought ages ago but not really properly played, because one, I've been getting into iRacing and just enjoying that, but two, because I know that my graphics card isn't really capable of doing those things justice. So the idea was always to upgrade or something at some point, and with the 4090s coming out, or the 40 series, 4000 series coming out, I just took the plunge. So I've got a it's an Intel 13900K CPU. It's a Z790E motherboard, 4090 graphics card, 64 gig Corsair RAM, 2 terabyte Samsung SSD solid state drive. So it's pretty much, you can't really get much better than that right now. Obviously in the computing world things change quickly, and I'm sure AMD will respond with their latest graphics cards and chips and everything. So so yeah, but right now as we speak, that's pretty much you know, the top of the line really. So I'm hoping, looking at the benchmarks, there's a guy Ham VR on YouTube. I've been catching some. He's not done an iRacing as far, last time I watched anyway. I left a comment asking for an iRacing benchmark. He did a SSO course, and basically he's showing that the 4090, I'm pretty sure, will be able to max out most settings on iRacing. I'm intrigued to see whether, because there's some settings that I've never even messed with, because there was never any hope of me using them. But there's like heat haze and distortion and things. And I was actually watching the British F4 race at Alton Park last night, and I'm pretty sure, judging by what I was seeing on their live stream, it seemed to me like they had everything switched on with distortion and heat haze, and it looks absolutely fantastic. So I would love, with having a 13900 up, because I've not, this guy that's been doing the benchmarks, he's got a 12900, and I know there's virtually nothing in it and stuff, but you know, you just don't know that all that combination together, whether we can just, but he is using a Reverb G2, HP Reverb G2. So yeah, it's been really interesting, and at least I know that if we can't quite max it out, we're going to get there. And yeah, it's and then that's me happy. I don't care. Obviously, you don't know how iRacing is going to develop. You would imagine graphically, I don't know. You know, they're always going to have to cater for a lower end, but also there's always that balance between monitor and VR, because obviously on a monitor you can I mean, even with my 2060 Super, I'm sure I could certainly pump things up way higher than I have on the VR, which is virtually nothing at the minute, but it still looks excellent. It's just, you know, right now we're on 50% resolution, we're on 60 Hertz instead of 90 Hertz, there's no crowd, everything's turned down on low, there's no, you know, 2-pass on the trees, there's no high quality trees, there's no shadows, or no shadow maps, or this is just basic. Still look, like I say, I grew up on the ZX Spectrum and the Atari and stuff, so I'm not a pixel snob or anything. I'm happy with whatever the game gives me. What does bother me is artifacts. You know, the lines, so the anti-aliasing. I've got that was what I focused on, was just getting the anti-aliasing, so that everything at least looks reasonable. There's no mad wavy lines and jaggedy lines and stuff. So yeah. And with OpenXR, and there is the foveated rendering, which I don't have on because that affects the stream. So, you know, that's the only other decision to make is, do I stream from the gaming PC, or do I do I set up my computer as a separate? I'm pretty sure I'm just going to stream from the gaming PC. Just keep both things completely separate. And then I'll be much happier. Because right now, you guys don't know, but when I'm setting things up, it's a little bit awkward. And if I've just got a monitor and my system, you know, a monitor and the dedicated gaming PC with the rig, we're all good to go. I mean, it's quite scary actually. This whole thing will have cost me nearly £10,000 all in, and I've not even got a proper. The only thing I've not got is a proper rig. This is a next level racing stand. But to be honest with the seat I've got, the Gecko racing seat, it wouldn't be that easy to fit it to a rig. I don't think. You'd have to start manually drilling things, and I really don't want to have to start doing that. I don't know what's inside this thing. I think it's got a wooden base, but I'm super happy with this because the lumbar support is brilliant. I'm 6'7", 6'8", whatever I am. So lumbar support is really important for me. I've never had any back issues. This is probably one of the best seats I've ever had for not having back issues, that was one of my worries when getting this seat. With the thing, I mean, I'm not able to use the motion in it a lot because in VR it's just it's too much for streaming. But you know, I do have a little go on it when I just have a little play around off stream kind of thing. So yeah, so it's good to be back. We are here at Hungaroring, which I stupidly, for some reason, thought was in Germany. I don't know where I've got the mix-up from, because I've actually been to this race. This is the one F1 race I've been to, was the Hungaroring, and yeah, this is where I developed my love for sim racing, because I had a go on the simulator at the race, totally fell in love with it, and started looking into things from there, and ended up where we are now. So yeah, that. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. It's not Hockenheim. Is it Hockenheim? I think it's Hockenheim, isn't it? I think I get Hungaroring and Hockenheim mixed up. So yeah. So I don't know this. I've never driven here. So this is the first practice session. This is going to be next week's track in the iR-04. So this is what we always do on a weekend. To start with, on a Saturday, we start the practice for the following race, and then we see how we get on. So we're going to switch the driving line on for a second, just to which is again what we always do, just to begin with, and go from there basically. So
give us a few clean laps to get our fuel number.
So yeah, we try and just set a reasonable time. The screen looks a bit blurry actually. So basically we use the racing line to just, not to necessarily learn the track, but just to yeah, I think something isn't right here with, there we go. So yeah, we use the racing line to just set a representative time really. So obviously I've been to this race and I've watched it many times on the telly, but I actually don't know the layout very well at all. And I know the drivers seem to like it. I don't know how difficult it is to drive it. I just, like I say, we'll just okay. So I'm going to try and look out for where we sat, because we didn't have tickets in the main stand. I think we. That's a lap. So yeah. Certainly much better than Tsukuba and Red Bull Ring National. So yeah, I think if I keep my leg, if I keep my right leg pressed up against the, then I'll know that my foot is reasonably straight on the accelerator. Okay, so that's a nice little corner I like. This is the one. So we were sat, so it's not here because I've got the grandstand, but we were sat there. That's where we were sat, and then we watched them go through the chicane through here. Yeah. And then disappear off round the corner here. And it was the race, was it the 2019 one? It was the race when Max was out in front and Lewis was slowly hunting him down lap by lap. It was a really good little race, and Lewis managed to overtake him in the end. But I really enjoyed it because I didn't realise my mates had no clue about F1 at all. It wasn't me that came up with the idea to go to the race either. I didn't realise, so we literally sat down in the stands, and I started talking, and straight away, from what they were saying, you could tell that they don't actually bloody watch F1. So
your lap time was 1:58.8.
So yeah, it was good chatting and explaining things. See, I'm trying to get my head around this circuit. It seems quite a weird layout. Yeah, we'll just keep pottering around and just... Right. So we just need to follow the racing line basically for now. Just build up a like I say, just to set a representative time that we can, because then when we actually turn it off and start learning the track properly, we've got a time to aim for that we know once we start. Once we start beating the racing line time, that we're starting to move forward into proper, basically getting ahead from where I used to be, which was kind of
time was at 2:01.9.
Racing line pace.
Sector 3 times okay.
Tricky little corner. I think we spun there last time, didn't we? Don't know why. Hang on. Yeah, we're swapping ends. We need to get that front bias up. There we go. That one. Yeah, we're swapping ends way too easily there. So it's the one adjustment we've got in the fixed series is the brake bias, so, and it really makes a difference depending on type of corners that you're dealing with in a particular track.
Sector 2 time is quick.
We're starting to get in the groove a bit now. And I think the brake bias is definitely definitely helped us. Try and do it without that spin on the opening sector. This here, isn't it? Okay. See, I'm reluctant to adjust the brake bias anymore because I think that was just me not braking hard enough for the corner. But yeah, I think some of these corners, they're kind of off. Yeah, they're off camber, so yeah, the track's slipping away from you.
Time is good.
Yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy this one. That's going to be a tricky little corner.
Last lap time was at 2:01.3. Sector 3 time is fast. Sector 1 time is good. Sector 2 time is okay.
got good fuel data.
That lap was at 149.8.
Okay.
Sector 3 times, quick.
Yeah, I think the brake bias is okay now. We just need to actually brake hard enough for the corners. Oh, just got out on the grass. But yeah, 149, we smashed the, I think we did a 158 previously there, yeah. Look at that, nearly 9 seconds. So I think that's going to be pretty representative. Hang on, where's my I think we just keep going. But no, I'm definitely liking this track.
Sector 1 times, okay. Sector 2 times, good.
Tricky little bit to the corner, that one. Yeah, I think having a week off as well, it has. I think it's not showing right now, but it's giving me. I've got a nice feel for this car. Just need to get a clean lap in. I thought this was a different corner than it is. So again, there's a few challenging corners that are going to catch people out, and that's all you kind of want in a track, because that'll weed out anyone who's not. I thought this was the corner that we just went through, that we just span on. Down to third. Accelerate up to the hairpin. Down to second. Over the curve, accelerate.
Sector 2 is number 3, slower than your best.
This is the one that's the real, that one. You've got to really trail brake through there. And this car's tricky trail braking.
Sector 3 is a 10 off your best.
Got to be patient in that corner.
Sector 1 is quick.
It doesn't reward you. You're going to get an off track. Shit.
Sector 2 time is okay.
But we are actually starting to learn the track a little bit. Just by doing these kind of representative laps.
Just done at 149.3. Sector 3 is number 3, off your best.
So that's off camber, slips away from you. You feel like you can put your foot down, but you're putting too much strain on the front right. So if we can get through this pretty clean.
Time is quick.
And this will be our representative lap, I think.
The track temps increasing. It's now 27 Celsius. time, boys.
Yeah.
48.8. Sector 3 time is fast.
I think that'll do as a representative lap. We're only going to be shaving bits off that now. You know, we need to get on the proper racing line. Take these a bit wider.
Sector 1 is 0.4 off your best.
So we need to find where the pit is.
Sector 2 is 0.6, slower than your best.
So where is that it? Ah, here we go.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
Okay, so it's just before the last corner.
Engage the limiter. Box in 350 meters. Meters. 50 meters.
All clear. Punch it.
Yeah, so I think my knee definitely held up there, so that's good. I just want to have a quick look. Just want to have a quick look. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like my foot isn't really, my foot's moving around a bit too much. So I'm not really feeling comfortable. But to be honest, I think because I've been driving so long with it twisted out to the right, I think that's the main reason. I just need to, it's my heel that I'm not, I need to just find a spot and
Article Dangag and Doogie Bug speaking. Along with Cam and the Plastic Jam. Rough years, man. Can't done. It is. Hyped up to the point of controlling. Radio stations beware when it's rolling. Mating 2 minutes.
So let's get the driving line turned off.
Now I kick it. Trying to get a 10 for a ticket. Hear the jammer keep dreaming, Jack. Hashigala, you're gonna get ransacked. Tunes like this in abundance, so Kenneth's gonna kick another little solo with the one like the Plastic Jam. Hear the drum of the dance floor is ram. No cussing or slating. He is a poacher for rampantly love making, so pretense is a no-go. Paradise here, I'm a personal logo. Another hard-hitting policy. Faithfully yours, beware of the lactose coming from an arrogant MC Ken. Made in 2 minutes and make sure you slam. Yeah, this is real. Oh God. MC Ken and the Plastic Jam and Doogie Bug. Run things, man. Can't done. Now, sing out.
see the brake there. It looks like the brake's being applied. Oh no, that's the clutch, sorry. That clutch is in. So I want to have a quick check. Yeah, if I just want to if I just want to give it a little bit of break.
Like I'm no two. We're the one like the bass woman MC Cat. Woman of the bass and woman of the rhythm man. Your dance floor say. Slam down a sucker with a little curiosity. Cause the plastic jam's in the house.
Yeah,
MC
the
Cat
fact
in
that
the
the
house.
clutch
Doogie Bug is in the house.
needs to be open a little bit. That's not very good, is it?
A titan of trauma, sweat the sucker like you're sitting in a sauna. Slide to the dance or calamity, see a little class, slam down the vanity carnivore, ready for a vocal war like a predator, rough like a chainsaw. It's a case of identity. Seeing no flame, laughing what you meant to me. With a frame of mind like mine, it's essential. A positive pastime, SEX is a phrase that I'm thinking. Regular pumping and regular drinking, going out of performing perfection. Hit, what else can I do with this section?
Pedals aren't, that clutch pedal isn't very good at all. So anyway, we turn the drive. So you see here my graphics. Everything. The only thing we got high is objects to help us with braking points and things. And you see here we got 16 and 4. So that's our starting point and sharpening. And then we've turned these back on recently. Well, that's literally it, just to help us drive. It's these things here that I've never ever switched on. Distortion and heat haze. I don't even really know what the hell that is. And HDR, something to do with light, isn't it? I don't know if it's the same HDR like my monitor, I don't know, we'll see. But you can see how, and if you look at the Steam VR settings, Windows mixed reality, yeah, you see here we've got 50% resolution. And 60 hertz. So we really are, we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel basically. So we'll be able to turn all these up, all this on, and just have a totally different experience, I think. Why is that saying configure control? We have configured controls. freaked me out then, looking over there. I thought, who the fuck's that? So 148.7. Jesus. Right. Oh, what are you doing? Right. 6 seconds off, Jesus. What the hell? So he's really close anyway, so let's try that. Right, okay. So yeah, 6.1. So first turn, we're braking. We're actually braking. We're braking later. I know, but we're not taking enough speed. We're taking off too much speed. This section's actually not too bad. Oh no, that's 1 second. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hang on, no, it is bad. It's just the scale of it, because we're losing so much time. So, to be honest, right, so 142, so there's no point really analysing it. We're basically this section here, right, so yeah, the fast left-hander, so, and then going into the right-hander, and then the chicane, and round the, right, and round that bit, so let's actually, well, let's save his ghost, just, we're not going to use it just yet, but let's just compare us to somebody more, yeah, this guy, 146, 146.1, that's 2 point, yeah, I think 146.1 is going to be more look at that, massive difference.
You had it, oh boy. You had it, oh boy. You had it,
So actually, while we're here, see, have we been, they must have been to the Hungaroring before. Well, it looks like not, no. Participation at Tsukuba does surprise me. Where open. Right, yeah. Obviously, maybe not as representative, but still. I mean, it's just going to be the same, isn't it? Okay. What time is it?
Oh no, I just can't hear you.
What time is it?
3:36 PM.
Okay. Actually, I've not felt like needing to wear my wrist protector either. Hopefully, I don't regret doing that. But yeah, the joys of being trying to be active in your 40s. It's all about managing injuries and Jesus Christ.
Air temps rising. It's now 27 Celsius.
Right, so we've turned everything off. So this is the third gear. So 100 meter board. Okay. And definitely brake. Oh, Jesus Christ, that is such. Can you see how it comes downhill and so that's one to be patient on the accelerator. I think you can full throttle through there. Shit. Wave. Oh. Is that corner blind or what? I had no Jesus, so right. Now we need to actually learn the track. So this is the first gear, first corner, second gear. And then we need to get the braking point for here. And then, get the line right through there. But this one. Maybe as soon as you reach the curve. Right.
You cut the cord. You've got to slow down and give up that time.
You need to slow down and give back some time.
And then this is back down to second. Jesus, we are miles away. But yeah, that's the second to last corner, that's the pit entrance. Right, okay. So let's just take it corner by corner. So this is the second gear corner, we need to work out where the hell we brake. So 100 board. Okay, 100 board I think is about right. And this one, oh no, that was too late. Marshal post is too late. Boots it through there. And this
Sector
one,
1 is 0.7 off your best.
no, edge of the red thing, we need to...
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down
yeah,
and give up the
alright,
time game.
You need to slow down a bit if you don't want a penalty. Sector 2 is 0.9 off your
Oh no,
best.
that's to stay in third. That's to stay in third through there. This is the one to go down to second. So the 50 board is too late. Marshal post. Okay. Again, Marshal post. And that's it. So there's not too many corners to learn. It's that technical section is
Sector 3 is 2.3 seconds off your best.
so the 100-meter board I think is about right. Just need to perfect that a little bit. Yellow, I think the yellow mark.
Sector 1 is 0.5, slower than your best.
Yeah.
You cut the course. You've got to slow down and give up that time.
You need to slow down if you don't want a penalty.
Let's get the car. That's probably wrecked with something underneath the car. So this is, I think, the yellow marker here. Really tricky. I think we want to try and go wider, quicker actually. This one break at the edge. Yeah. Oh. To be honest, I'm thinking we might be best off just, I think we've gone a bit too early with turning the racing line off in terms of we can use it to we need to use it to transition off it. Don't just turn it off and then start from scratch. We can use it to learn the break points because there's not that many. You know, we can see where rather than just guessing, we can actually use the red line to so yeah, edge of the right, edge of the track, yeah, edge of the red bit. I never even noticed that. And then yeah, boot it. And then again, yeah, edge of the track. And then that is edge of the, it's more like edge of the tyre wall. And then again, yeah, but just past the edge of the track. then this is where you just want to control it with you, and then boot it, and then this is where you just want to dip down, maybe even just lift there. We'll have to learn that one, and then again edge of the track, and then I wanted to say marshal's post, so yeah, about the marshal post, and then get to the apex, and then again marshal's post. Right, okay, so yeah, we were there or thereabouts. Let's just try and ignore the line and concentrate on the objects around the track. So that's 100 meter board, I think. And this is edge of the red, which totally makes more sense. And then just boot it.
Sector 1 is a 10th off your best.
And then again. And edge of the tyre wall, that comes at you quick. So that's it, just stay in third.
Sector 2 time is okay.
And that one you can just lift, that's it. You just lift it forth, and then edge of the track, down to second. Right, okay.
That was a 147.5.
Yeah, you see straight
Sector
away.
3 times okay.
There'll be a lot of people spinning on that corner. They'll get the accelerator down way
Sector 1
too.
time was good.
So you can cut that quite a bit. Boot it, and then this one, that's just
Sector
lift.
2 time is quick.
And then down to second.
Last light was at 147.3. Sector 3 times okay.
Okay, so 100 meter board, and then edge of the red track, down to third, hold it, boot it, and then Edge of the red track again, just drop a gear.
Sector one's quick.
Cut the corner. Edge of the tyre wall. Drop to third. Steady the car, boots it. Edge of the red bit again, over the curve. Up to third. And then just guide it through. Boot it, and this you don't actually need to brake to
Sector 2
lift.
is 0.4 off your best.
And then back on the throttle. Down to second, and then just after the marshal's post. Again, marshal's post.
Just done a 147.3. Sector 3 time is fast.
About 100 meters. Down to second. Boot it until we get to the red and white curve. Down to third. Hold. Back on the power when you can. Keep it floored. We need to see how much of this corner we can
Off
put.
your best.
Oh, we can put loads of it. We might even just be able to lift through that. Here, just lift,
Sector 2 time is good.
back on the power. Just tickle the brake down to third for that last corner.
That was at 147.3. Sector 3 time is quick.
So what's our optimal? Feel that going, that is the corner that you cannot take any liberties with at all. So yeah, we need to turn the racing line off now. But let's drive back to the pits properly like a professional. So yeah, 147.3 is actually probably more representative. But you can really cut the corner here, and that helps massively with your speed. What a lovely track this is, absolutely. I'm not sure about overtaking though. It's going to be another one I think where you can just stay on the pace and keep it smooth.
Sector 2 is 1.9. Slower than your best.
Maybe do just touch the brakes a little bit. Through that, instead of just lifting, I think just tickle the brakes a little bit.
Watch your speed. 150 meters.
Got to have it. Feel the panic.
100 meters.
Got to have it.
50 meters.
Feel the panic.
Move it, move it.
So yeah, really pleased with that. That's fantastic. We're definitely starting to get in the groove now. In fact, let me just check what's the fuel situation. In fact, yeah, let's replace tyres. Yeah, and let's stick a load of
That's it,
fuel
go.
in.
We're done, get going.
So we got new rubber. We're heavy on fuel.
Got to have it. Feel the panic. Got to have it. Feel the panic.
So yeah, you just can't go too wide for that right-hander. That is definitely a tricky section, that. Right, and then you boot it through here. Small lift. With a little bit of brake maybe. Let's keep going, try and hook up a lap.
Feel the panic. Got to have it.
Oh,
Panic.
bloody hell.
Got to have it. Feel the panic.
You really can't turn the car under braking.
Got to have it.
Maybe we need a bit more
Got to have it.
front brake bias, I don't know.
Feel the panic.
Back.
Got to have it.
Let's just get in there.
Feel the panic.
Let's not make any rash decisions.
Got to have it.
Sector 2 is 0.9 off your best. 2/10 off your best.
Oh, Jesus, come on, bloody hell.
Sector 1 is 2.7 off your best. Sector 2 is 0.9, slower than your best. Sector 3 times quick.
We'll get there. Really nervous into that corner now.
Sector 1 is 0.3 off your best.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if we can just lift through that corner. That's what I was trying to do then. I think we... Going to try and just lift.
Sector 1 is a 10th off your pace.
No. But it only needs a tickle of brake.
Sector 2 is a 10th off your best.
lots of areas where guys are going to mess up their braking around this track.
That lap was a 147.6.
Okay.
Sector 3 is a 10th off your best.
Okay, we're finally getting that corner a bit better.
Sector 1 time is good.
Oh. I'm getting more confidence through there as well.
Sector 2 is 0.4, slower than your best. That lap was at 147.3. Sector 3 time is fast. The track temperature's rising. It's now 29 Celsius. Sector 1 time's okay. Sector 2 is 0.3, off your best.
Oh,
You've just done a 147.7. Sector 3 is a 10th off your best.
definitely this corner where he makes or breaks the
Sector
lap.
1's quick. Is 0.4, slower than your best. Lap time was 1:47.3. Sector 3 times okay. Sector 1 is 0.3, off your best. Sector 2 time is quick. Lap time was at 1:47.5. Sector 3 is a 10th off your best.
So yeah, I think it's looking like a 146 is going to be about it for us.
Sector 2 time is okay. Watch your speed limit in pits. Box in 350 meters.
So yeah, I'm glad that, I think that's pretty much where you want to be at the end of your first practice session. Set your representative time with the racing line
50 meters.
and then try and beat it when you turn it off. And that's what we've done, only by a 10. But yeah, and we can definitely, I think, dip into the 146s. I mean, 142, Jesus Christ, how the hell do you do a 142 around here? That is unbelievable. But there's guys that must be, you know, there's obviously a car has a limit, and it's, yeah, I've not got anywhere near the skill to drive on the limit. So, but yeah, there's definitely that fast corner. I think we've definitely done a lot better on that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure 146 will be a good time around here for having a good race. So yeah, So I think we'll call it a day on that. What time is it?
4:16 p.m.
Yeah, I'll go and get something to eat, and then we'll come back later, and maybe we'll have a race at Tsukuba, and then we'll do another race at Circuit of America later, and then we'll get back into the practice tomorrow, full on, have a full day of practice. Maybe a race simulation, but definitely a race simulation Monday night. Ready for a week of races at this lovely little circuit. So yeah, thanks for joining me. If I don't see you again, have a great rest of your Saturday, and all the best. Bye.